Shelbie Rassler is a composer, arranger, and recent graduate of the Boston Conservatory at Berklee. A multi-instrumentalist with a passion for conducting and composing, Shelbie's work has already found its way into a number of short films, documentaries, and commercials. In March, when the coronavirus caused colleges across the world to cancel the rest of their spring semester, Shelbie hatched an idea on her way home to Florida. Within days, she had assembled an online orchestra, arranged a piece specifically for them, and recorded, mixed, and edited a music video of the classic song, What the World Needs Now Is Love.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone.
The music video caught fire, racking up millions of views on YouTube and thrusting Shelbie into the spotlight as a source of inspiration with a vision of hope and togetherness in the trying times of the 2020 coronavirus pandemic. Shelbie Rassler, welcome to the Power Station podcast at BerkleeNYC.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Well, you've kind of set the world on fire here. Can you tell us a little bit about the process of making this viral version of What the World Needs Now Is Love? What does this song mean to you, and why now?
Absolutely. So at the Boston Conservatory, where I go to school, we had actually just finished up our Valentine's Day themed cabaret performance. We actually used this song as the sort of finale big number for the show. And so the song was really just kind of in my brain, and it's just a song that I've always loved. But then I specifically remember actually hearing it in 2016 when the group Broadway for Orlando did a cover of this song in honor and kind of in remembrance of the Pulse nightclub shooting that happened in Orlando at the time. So, of course, in the face of such tragedy and just such a horrific event, a community of artists brought this song, and it was really healing and really kind of motivating and brought a lot of hope to myself and others. So I kind of remembered that immediately and thought that this would be the perfect song for what we're all going through right now.
Oh, great. Where did you get your tech chops?
Honestly, like YouTube tutorials. My background is very much in writing and composing and all of this. But yeah, the whole tech aspect of this project is not something that I was super well versed in before. And I'm a multi-instrumentalist, so I enjoy creating these videos where I write small, 1-minute arrangements for Instagram, and I play a bunch of different instruments and kind of create those videos that you see with the boxes and everything.
What instruments do you play?
My primary instruments are alto saxophone and drum set, actually.
Saxophone and drum set, that's an interesting double.
Two very kind of opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of instruments in general. But I do all of the kind of woodwind doublings and flute, clarinet, all that.
Talk to us about your own compositions and your career ambitions.
Sure, yeah. I would say my kind of compositional style is most influenced by kind of French Impressionism and kind of, Debussy, Ravel land is what I'm super interested in right now. I think that my style definitely has evolved and kind of morphed over the last 4 years. Also, I love writing for orchestra. That's probably my favorite thing to do. And chamber ensembles and, string quartet and things like this. But yeah, I'm a sucker for strings. I like strings a lot.
Where do you see yourself in 5, 10, 20 years?
So I kind of see myself, just being a more project-based musician than a kind of job-based musician, if that makes sense. There will be definitely some film scoring that I would love to do. And I guess I love collaborating. I think that's the biggest thing. I think that my career will take the turns and twists that it needs to kind of work with as many people as I possibly can and work with kind people that, have similar goals and, just everything like that is really, really important to me.
In speaking with you, I know it's occurred to you what a unique, unusual, and somewhat abnormal experience you're having right now. Could you talk to us a little bit about having this kind of, career success during such a strange time as a global pandemic?
Exactly like you said, my experience right now is very abnormal in every way, shape, or form. And I think that, I've spent a lot of time making the conscious effort to remind myself that I am so lucky right now, and I'm so grateful. And at the same time, there are people who are losing their lives and they're losing their loved ones. And there are people all around the world who this is absolutely the darkest time that they've ever experienced by far. So putting all of the kind of views and television and everything aside, I feel really lucky to just have my health with my family. And I think that, this project has really taught me a lot about how important community is and how important just the arts are in general to humanity. I think that this whole time that we're all going through has really opened up people's eyes to how important the arts are. And even, the people who, are spending 12 hours a day watching Netflix, like in the darkest of days, you're turning to the arts to cheer you up, in any capacity. I'm now working on projects to more geared towards raising awareness for what we're all going through, and also honoring the frontline workers and the healthcare workers that are risking their lives.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Shelbie, it's been wonderful speaking with you. Give us some final thoughts. What's your takeaway from these last few months?
The main takeaways, I would say, keep creating art and keep doing the things that make you happy. And I think that I would encourage everyone to, if you're feeling alone, you don't have to feel lonely. Like, you might physically be alone, but you don't have to feel lonely right now.
Shelbie, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. It's been great.
We've been speaking with Shelbie Rassler, recent graduate from the Boston Conservatory at Berklee. Check out Shelbie's YouTube channel, where you'll find her original music, covers of popular TV show themes, and the viral What the World Needs Now is Love, Corona Edition.